All right. So we are going to get acquainted on this situation here, because yeah, like I know what's going on a little bit. Basically, Solluminati made a video. We'll get into that, right? Well, we probably should go into that first. Rewatch that. But basically, Solluminati made a video, right? And he basically called out Adin Ross, um, basically saying that he is somewhat of a predator in a sense. You know what I mean? Because like some of the guys, I guess, that he is by, like, or I guess people in his fan base are being like influenced by his behavior, so they're becoming bi-curious just by hanging around him, which kind of makes sense. Like I kind of get where he's coming from. So, hello, Editor Harris here. Just wanted to give you an insight on this next clip you're about to see. This is the reaction of Speed after he picked up Ava.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. So sorry, man. I love y'all boys, man. I'm a fallen soldier, bro. Why the fuck am I getting a fucking boner over a fucking... Why do I have a boner, y'all? Why do I have a boner? Why am I hard, man? Why? This is bad. This is so bad, man. This is terrible. Who is that?
Hey,
Bro,
buddy.
no, bro. I know. Oh, God, I'm not in the mood, bro.
What happened?
I did some stupid shit, bro. Oh, God, I'm tripping, bro. I keep tripping, dog. Every time Ava come over, I'm tripping, bro.
What'd you do?
I'm tripping, man. I don't even want to talk about it. Oh, God, I'm tripping, bro. Every time Ava come over here, I trip out, bro. It's like my mind
You'll
starts.
be all right. Listen.
I think it's very interesting stuff, man. Like, I think it's raises a topic for censorship, which has been a very big, topic of discussion. All right, so this subject, not subject, this I guess conversation has been happening for a while now, because Aiden's been blowing up for a while, and I've been actually a partaker of his stream. I actually do watch his stream here and there. I think he's a very funny individual, but I do think he and a lot of people who are in the media of streaming in general or YouTube, they do use being gay as a sort of like way to be funny or like shock value. Shock value, shock factor, shock value. Anyways, but yeah, like I think that he did kind of blow up that way, and if anyone, you can use Speed as an example of this. I mean, like the clip you just seen. I mean, I don't think Speed was a prime advocate of switching sides before he started hanging out with Aiden, and I honestly think that him hanging out with Aiden and him streaming probably had a lot to do with it. Now, is it a bad thing? No, not necessarily, but it is influential. You can't deny that. And I think that's what Solluminati is trying to say at the end of the day. I think that's his main point. I think he's trying to say that he believes Aiden is taking, I guess, being gay too far, because once again, he's using it as a means to, entertain, but like entertaining is something that you have to be careful with, because when people indulge in it for hours and hours and hours and hours, right, they pick up certain things from it, and that those things change you over time.
About you, by number one, the people around you. If you came out and actually said that you was gay, how many of these niggas that be fucking with you on your streams and all this extra shit would still be there? If you came out and said that you was gay, you would grow crazy. You would get so much love and new fans, but all these niggas around you would leave. How do you think they feel? You like a predator. You faking like you gay. Oh, I want to suck your dick to get reactions. You making them feel uncomfortable. Shit is not funny. It's not funny, bro. It's not. It's funny to little squeakers and kids who jack off and shit. These is little children. They're childs. But for grown men out here, dude, you are literally emasculating men. You are a perfect plant. You are a perfect seeded plant to destroy men. You got all these niggas with their fingers wrapped around. Bro, listen, these hoes got their fingers wrapped around y'all. Y'all wrapped around these hoes' fingers. They got y'all on a leash. I was just talking about, I just dropped a fucking video about why is all these weird ass Twitch niggas doing all these E-dates, but I don't see no. if you're around Adin long enough, 9 times out of 10, you're going to become bi-curious. You're going to start saying shit that you didn't normally say. You're going to start being acceptable for shit that you was never acceptable for ever. If you're a viewer and you watching this right now, how many people you seen on Twitch used to watch them all the time, but now they like be saying gay shit and stuff? They like different now. You get what I mean? How many people you know? Be honest, nigga. How many people you know on Twitch who just be like vulnerable and victim to this nigga shit? Biden, you like a predator, bro. I'm dead ass, bro. Like I'm trying to tell you what you are because you faking it so you can get away with this shit. But these people out here get.
That was Solluminati's main point. Adin's response was kind of lame in my opinion. Like, I feel like he didn't really take accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't really like say like, oh man, you know what? So like, you're right. Like, nah, like he added fuel to the fire, bro. Like, why? That's what I'm really sad about. I'm really disappointed in Adin because it's like you replying in the way you did just shows that you're not taking the situation serious. You're not looking at it as the way that So's looking at it. Like, So he put this on YouTube as comedic effect, right? And he, you know, obviously capitalized on it because once again, you're not his homie. He doesn't owe you that to tell you that information, you know, to call you that on the side and be like, hey, you know, I think you should do that. Nah. But he does have the right to make some sort of content, and that's the type of content he makes, right? Like, so it fits his theme of him making this video to do that, so that way he can get his message across, and whether you could take it or leave it. But it's like you responding the way you did just shows that you really don't get it. Like, you're not getting what you're doing.
Be some parental vision, and you know it's so easy to access things these days. I get where you're coming from, bro, but I want to see what you're saying. Go ahead,
Bro, like I'm trying to tell you what you are because you faking it so you can get away with this shit. But these people out here getting bullied, killed for being really gay.
So I have a question too. I got a question, right? And look, this is something like totally. This is just a question out of periodically, right? Question. I'm taking accountability. I am. I'm telling you guys. I'm seeing where he's coming from. I am. This is my question, right? So rappers that promote gang violence, selling drugs, killing people, and all that shit, and then you see people go out and do it. You know what I'm saying? I have a question. What do y'all think about that, though? What do y'all think about that? And I'm seeing people say facts. I'm seeing it, right? I'm seeing you guys say facts and all that shit, right? So, I don't know, bro. Like, it's just, there's so many things you could say, bro. Like, oh, I see Adin doing it, so I'm gonna do it. Or I see fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think like, it comes down to it where this is what I do. I don't, you know, this is what I do. And I'm not going to talk about other rappers doing their shit. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm not going to really go into that too much. I don't know. I don't want to, like, fuck my words up and shit.
You trolling them. You get what I mean? And I'm just talking about the people around you right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been around.
And I think that's the sad part about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think it's necessarily like, I'm not going to demonize you, right? Like, I'm not going to say that you're a fucking terrible person or anything like that. But I do agree to an extent that there is some people who wouldn't want their kids picking up that sort of lingo or picking up that sort of, you know, behavior from the people they do watch. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be that as who you are is genuine, and it's another thing to be excessive with it, because when you be excessive, yeah, it's like anything else. It becomes saturated. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the kind of point we're in media. I mean, that's a different ramble, but yeah, that kind of brings me to my next point. You know, it's like I'm kind of on So's side. You know what I'm saying? I kind of in the whole Adin versus So thing, I'm kind of on So's side because, like, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I think that 100% you are influencing kids, bro. Like, you're influencing kids to think that, like, not necessarily being gay is right, because being gay is, there's nothing wrong with being gay or being a part of that community or anything like that. Because once again, like, your choices you make are your choices you make. Who you are is who you are at the end of the day. But it's another thing when you're going to school and you're a person who doesn't know who they want to be or haven't figured out who they want to be yet, but your friend is over here doing this one thing over and over and over again, and it's creating attention, and people are getting likes from it or whatever the case may be, then you think, oh, well, I should start doing that too. And you might like it, but you might like it for the wrong reasons. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people, not to say that that is what people are thinking, but I'm just saying that it could be a possibility. You know what I mean? I think that is right to acknowledge that. I think it's right to be like, hey, maybe I should chill out on it a bit, and hey, like throw them in here every now and then, because at the end of the day, it is funny. You know what I'm saying?
On Twitch, what does that mean?
So there's 200,000 dicks basically just like chilling here. If you think about it, think about it. Could you imagine that many dicks all at once? No, but there's 200,000 fucking people just sitting.
Some of the stuff is kind of funny because it's the shock factor of it. It's like, what? Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, like you overdid it, and I think that's where he was kind of coming to you. Is he late? Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there it is. Yes, the main reason why I wanted to even share my thoughts on this is because I think it opens a very big topic for censorship, and I really want to hear people's opinions on it going forward, because I think censorship is going to be a big thing going forward, and not just America but the world. It's I think there needs to be a fine line between what's public and what's private. Like, there's things that we all know but doesn't need to be said out loud. You see what I'm saying? Like, that line needs to be there, and I feel like that's where censorship needs to come in, but it needs to not get carried away at the same time. So it's like there needs to be a nice balance, of censorship in media. And I think, to people like Adin, yes, like there needs to be some sort of line where it's like, bro, like you saying some sus stuff is like, it's not as okay as you're making it seem, just because like you're doing it for the wrong reasons, right? Like you're making the joke just for the shock factor, but it's like there's people that literally like got their ass beat and fucking suffered for that, right? Just to be able to say that out loud and it be okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think censorship definitely needs to take form in some way to where it can be enforced, but not to the point where it's enforced. It's enforced to the point where there's no creativity, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like some certain things are harmless and certain things are so harmless, but that's for certain people to decide or certain platforms to decide. But there needs to be a general consensus, like there kind of was back in the day. But there isn't now, and I feel like that's the problem. But yeah, let me know if you agree, man. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below, and yeah, let's have a conversation about this. 100%.